The charges specifically against Mr. Tompkins are that January 16, 2009, a radio station personality, that person being Mr. Kelvin Elkins, he contacted our Office of Communications and informed him, Mr. Tom Salter, that he had received a videotape from Jesse Tompkins of students in his classroom.
If I was a white person and I saw what happens at Fuse Elementary Alternative School, brother, not only would I leave the school system, I'd leave the state.
And you got to look at one thing now. This was a black man.
And these were black kids.
That how these black kids was acting. And it couldn't have been nothing about this was racial.
None. And nobody
down there on that school board.
The communications got Tom Salter.
He needs to be gone.
I just say, and I saw this thing, and they lied on me. They said the guy gave me a video. He did not give it to me.
But you know why they said all that?
Huh.
Because you talking about it.
And I'm going to continue to talk about it.
Disclose to the media in an effort to help these students or to do anything positive on behalf of MPS. It was done to lodge his grievance. It wasn't given to law enforcement. It wasn't given to our Office of Safety and Security. And it wasn't given to administration and the principal at Fuse until he filed the grievance. So I would submit to you that there was no legitimate purpose for this disclosure, and it was definitely a violation of FERPA in our board policy.
Is CBS 8 News at 5.
Hello and welcome to CBS 8 News at 5. I'm Jeff Sanders.
And I'm Jamie Langley.
First at 5 tonight, we have more shocking video from a classroom at Fuse Alternative School in Montgomery. The teacher says he had to record a video of his class to prove to administration officials that teenage students were violent.
CBS 8 reporter Krista Littlefield is following the story and joins us with the latest. Krista.
Well, Jamie, there were strong reactions to the video we aired yesterday that was recorded by Jesse Tompkins. He's a teacher at Fuse Alternative School. Now, he says it was the only way he could get his bosses to look into the ongoing problem. Now, take a look. This is a health and physical education class at Fuse Alternative School. You can clearly see students flipping desks and even throwing a textbook at the teacher, Jesse Tompkins. Another camera shows the teacher appearing to be shoved by a student. But here's the video coming up that you haven't seen before. A security guard appears to pick up a student and carry them out of the classroom. Now, the Montgomery Public School spokesman says the investigation into that video and the incident is complete, but would not release the findings of the investigation. But it's an issue that parents at Fuse Alternative say needs to be looked into a lot further.
A little bit more security wouldn't hurt none either. I mean, they only have 4 to the whole school, 2 to one floor and 2 to another. And them guys, you know, they get run ragged sometimes.
Security officers have come in during these sessions, and the assistant principal came in during these sessions. And when those individuals came into the room became ruly. So you have to ask yourself where the problem is.
Now, Tom Salter with the Montgomery Public Schools say there are questions about how the teachers controlling that classroom, and he will be offered professional development for classroom management. Now, Salter also says the students involved have been punished.
Certainly, if we could intervene initially there where all of this started, remove those individuals if you just have to say, okay, we'll place you and work with people that's in your building, and if necessary, remove that child to another class, whereas you can continue with the other students who are there who come to learn. And before going to the media, I'm concerned as to why it didn't come to us before it went to the media, or to the superintendent before it went to the media. It seemed as though something was staged here, because I believe the camera had to be fixed in a fixed position.
And I concur with you, at one point, they were sitting there very quiet. It was like it was staged.
The way they work, when I met with them today, I'll get them all together, all three of them. Washington, or Barker, and the interim superintendent.
Right. Number one, they claimed that I worked at Robert E. Lee. And then I never worked at Robert E. Lee.
I told you they told me that.
Right.
All this stuff they told me, I told you.
Yeah.
They told me you worked at Robert E. Lee, because I asked them about where had you worked before they sent you to Fuse.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, why would you send him down there to Fuse?
Right.
When you know it's an uncontrolled environment.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
You don't deserve what they're doing.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm. You don't deserve what they're doing to you. And see, they didn't tell me like that. They told me that you didn't present your side of the argument. And they gave you plenty of opportunities to do so.
They stopped me when I went through giving them detail of those kids, who they were related to over there, and that there was a conflict of interest. Ms. Ross interfered and interrupted, and I think her name was Ms. Bryan. So now, wait a minute now, y'all did this last time, and y'all interrupted, and we postponed it to now, and y'all still interrupting him and won't give him a chance to present it. And you know, they spent most. Well, they changed it, because I remember one time Ann Sipper was there. What they said at the first meeting, what they said in the second meeting, they said, we never said that. You never had a chance to present your grievance. I said, I did. All I had was part 2 left, which was relating to Mr. Salter. And Miss the black lady, Miss Ross, said, no, we're not going to hear that one. We're going to.
I told you, Porterfield said you didn't present your side. You didn't say anything.
I did.
I told you that. I told you Porterfield said that you didn't say anything, that you had the opportunity.
Oh, I had it, and I told them, and I sent them all emails, and they said that they didn't get it. Some of them said they didn't get it, but see, I hand-delivered it to them and gave it to them.
Starting in Montgomery, CBS 8 News reporter Medea Mosley joins us with a big story on CBS 8 News at 10.
Well, Jesse Tompkins says he was forced to videotape his class to prove his students were violent. But at the end of the investigation conducted by the Montgomery Public Schools, Tompkins is the one who's stunned because he lost his job. It's a violent classroom behavior caught on tape. Watch a Fuse alternative student tossing a chair, then shoving the classroom's teacher, Jesse Tompkins, earlier this year. But tonight, Tompkins' inside footage is costing him his job.
We voted to terminate his contract because of the video and what was involved with it, but we had many other reasons as well.
The Montgomery County School Board voting to fire Tompkins in this personnel hearing, saying the blurred video was a form of releasing student records to the media.
Any employee who has a grievance can bring it first to the superintendent and then to the board.
Nonsense, according to Tompkins, who says he even recorded his school guidance counselor here watching the classroom chaos, but says his complaints were ignored.
I have videotaped where I did report this to the school. I reported it to the school counselors and everyone, and they knew about it.
While the board isn't disclosing all the reasons behind their decision, Tompkins says he was the victim.
I can't be specific, but we had plenty of reasons to not have him be a part of Montgomery Public Schools.
You sent this video to the media because you felt like you were in danger in class?
I was in danger.
School spokesperson says as long as all employees follow procedure and policy, then they won't get in trouble. Glenn?
Medea Mosley on the big story tonight at 10. Tompkins does say he plans to appeal the board's vote.